but I spent a week only listening to your music. Now my algorithm is stuck on Kofi, which I think everyone else's should be too. But the first thing that I noticed listening to this music, or the first question I had was, who did this to you? Who broke your heart?
Honestly, it's just stories. Like it's a bit of it's me, you know. Had my moments, but it's also my friends, you know, just seeing what everyone's going through. Uh, yeah, I'm just observing, you know, writing their stories in like an eloquent way.
And so how do you get these ideas then? Like they share you, your friends will share stories with you, or you get them while you're playing volleyball, while you're working out, you have to be at a desk writing down. What is your process for that?
So I like to write with people. I don't like to write alone. I mean, I have written like a lot of songs alone, but I do prefer having people just to bounce ideas off. Because like, I don't know, someone, I forget who says this, but like a lot of creative ideas are wrong. You know, like not that there's a wrong way to write music, but when I'm in that mode and writing, I'm always like at the edge of like, okay, is this amazing or terrible? You know what I mean? So having people to bounce ideas off is like part of like the way I work.
Okay. And so how long then does it take from when you get your first idea to put it into a song for that song to be eventually recorded and then released?
So releasing is a completely other thing. We'll get into that. But making songs, it really depends. Like some songs start to finish like an hour, you know, like two like where I can release it in an hour. Some songs months, um, but releasing is a completely different thing. Like I have this album. I like this album. Most of it was done like 2 years ago, and then some of it was done. The rest of it, like the last song from it, was like mixed and mastered and everything finished at the beginning of the year. So January, and now here we are in July. Still haven't completely rolled out the album, but that's just part of being signed to a label.
How do you know when it's ready? Like I feel like if I'm writing an essay for school, for example, I could read it over 100 times, and every time it'd be a completely different essay. Is it the same with music?
It is for some people, but I'm not a perfectionist at all when it comes to music. Like, I think some of like the imperfect moments and like that's just like kind of what gives it like I don't know, not emotion, but it gives it like more character. So I'm not a perfectionist, but I do know people that are exactly like that, and they like Amazing Artist has dropped 6 songs in like the last 6 years, you know, which does not help your career.